Hey friends, welcome back to the Maple Leaf Barn. I'm Libby and today we are talking all about planting dahlia seedlings. It's time to plant the dahlia seedlings! We had 83 degrees on Saturday, but today we're going to get down to 32 at night. So I do have some greenhouse plastic back here. I have the hoops hooked up, and so I will be covering my dahlia seedlings because they do not like cold weather and I don't want them to die. So I will be showing you guys kind of how I did that as well. We're gonna go over why I planted them out right now, how I planted them, and what products I used. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along with us as we build our micro farm. With that, let's get into the video. My goal is to have early blooms with these seedlings since they have a jump start over the tubers. Our last frost date is this week, so I installed the hoops and greenhouse plastic over each of these beds to protect them when the temperature drops below 60 degrees. Before planting, I worked the soil, breaking up clumps of compost and uprooting any small weeds that may have started to seed. It's important to work the soil before planting, but I do recommend a no-till method of gardening and farming. Here's a little 10,000 view reason why. Basically, there are organisms that live in the top 6 inches of soil who like sunlight and oxygen, while others live in the soil beneath the 6 inches who do not. If you till the soil, you essentially end up killing both groups of helpful bacteria and organisms like earthworms and nematodes by displacing them deeper into the soil or by bringing them to the surface of the soil. More on that in a different video. I like to amend the soil using Esposma branded organic fertilizers like Biotone and Plant Tone. Then I water the fertilizer in and work the soil again, gently moving the fertilizer, spreading it evenly across the beds. Dahlia seedlings do not need quite as much space as regular tubers that are a few seasons old, so you can plant one seedling per 12 square foot area. I like to visualize this by placing the pots on the beds and moving them as I go. I grew around 50 dahlia seedlings this season, but after inspecting each, I discarded a few unhealthy plants and will be giving some away to friends, so I ended up planting around 45 dahlia seedlings. If you want to know how I started these from seed and how I transplanted them into larger containers, I will link both of those videos in the description below. Since I'm planting a seedling, I just treat it like any other typical plant that you would put into the soil. Just make the hole large enough for the root ball to place inside the ground. Firmly press the plant into the soil and backfill it, ensuring there are no air pockets. These plants are very tall and very heavy when they're fully grown, so as you can imagine, you need to be firm when pressing it into the soil to give it a good bond and foundation. Later, we will be staking each row so that the plants have extra support. This was a lot of work to plant all of them, but I'm excited to see the types of dahlias they produce. As you may know, if you plant seeds from dahlias, you never know what the variety will be due to the cross-pollination with other dahlias growing together. This is actually how new varieties are created. I want to give you a close-up of the root systems. Here we can see a lot of development in the root systems, including some thicker roots, which will be turning into tubers. It's important to not disrupt the dahlia seedling roots because they may be developing tubers already, like this one. These plants will develop at least one tuber this season, if not more. We can dig them up this fall and grow those tubers next season. This is a great way to double your dahlia inventory at a fraction of the cost. Alright, here's the bed all finished. Stay tuned for another video coming soon on how we set up drip watering for this unique bed shape and dahlias. Thanks for watching. See you next time.